Ken, good morning. Right now, we are standing outside the Bowling Green 4 and 5 train station, which just reopened about an hour ago. The MTA wrapping up this unprecedented first night of deep cleaning of all 472 stations and all of their trains. That started at 1 o'clock in the morning, moving every single homeless person out of the subway system. Homeless advocates on standby at 29 terminus stations, providing social services and medical care. And then MTA workers got to cleaning, disinfecting every surface, the seats, poles, walls, floors, even the ceilings. That cleaning is also taking place throughout the day and at the train guards. They're also using hospital-grade ultraviolet light that's been shown to kill viruses.
Look at the trains and look at the buses, and you're going to see our people cleaning and disinfecting. Why? For their health, for the public, and to move the system. We got to make sure that this stuff is disinfected. Why? Because our essential workers are riding these trains and buses.
And right there, you're hearing from the Transit Workers Union president. This is personal for him because the MTA has lost 109 employees to coronavirus. Certainly, they want to keep these trains safe for all of their employees and all of the essential workers who have to get safely to and from work every day. Reporting live here in Lower Manhattan, I'm Derek Waller, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
You have some new video this morning of crews cleaning subways overnight. This is at the World Trade Center station. Police officers and homeless outreach officials were there to get people off the trains and help them get onto buses. The New York City subway system will continue to be shut down for cleanings on a nightly basis. That'll be from 1 a.m. until 5 a.m.
Well, we were there when the first trains rolled back into Bowling Green Station here around 5 o'clock this morning, and so far the station's actually even smelled as clean as they've ever been. So that's good news, at least. As you mentioned, this is the first time in 115 years, if you can believe that there has not been a planned subway suspension like this one before, and it's going to continue throughout the duration of the entire pandemic. This is what it looked like earlier this morning, where it started with over an army of police officers. They went to 30 end-of-the-line subway stations to remove homeless people who have sought shelter there. They were offered any assistance they might need or told they could no longer sleep on the trains overnight. So transit officials believe that many homeless people have been using the subway for refuge, and that's prevented the cars from being clean. The mopping, wiping, and sanitizing began then at 1 o'clock in the morning and continued around the clock until 4 this morning, but Sarah Feinberg says it's going to happen all day long as well. The 4-hour stoppage of service allows workers to disinfect more trains even quicker. Cops were out securing the stations across the city, and to account for the disruption to 11,000 commuters considered essential workers going home or to work overnight, bus service was increased by 150%. The MTA figured out where most people live and as such accommodated them with the extra buses. This is a huge task that's never been undertaken by the state agency.
I think it's a good idea that they clean the subway stations and everything because of the fact that we have to get rid of this virus. And however, it is really a pain. Otherwise, it's working out, but it's actually delaying us.
We recognize that we have essential employees, essential the people around the city need to commute during 1 to 5, and we know that we need to provide a backup to the subways.
So if you go onto the MTA's website and you go to the trip planner and determine that it's going to take you more than 2 hours to get to where you're going, or you have more than 2 bus connections, there's a program called Essential Connector Service. And you can sign up for that, where you can take a private car or access a ride to where you're going. You can also dial 511 to sign up for that service. About 1,500 people so far are taking advantage of that.
Ken, good morning. And buses replaced those trains overnight. The subway is now back open. It's been open for about an hour now after a second night of deep cleaning. And we have some brand new video from inside the World Trade Center E-train station where we're standing right now, showing that cleaning in progress overnight. Every surface disinfected so essential workers can ride safely this morning. But to do it, the MTA shut down the entire system, all 472 stations, from 1 to 5 a.m. for a second night in a row, evicting their homeless riders in the process. As many as 2,000 people were moved on night 1. Social workers and the NYPD's Homeless Response Unit made it happen.
in every interaction that I saw, the officers, treated those who were leaving the system with respect and grace and kindness, and they were incredibly efficient, and they were a presence that was helpful in the system and on the platforms.
And of the people moved out of the system on night one, about 250 of them were offered some sort of services like a temporary shelter or medical assistance. Mayor de Blasio says a little more than half of those people actually took the city up on their offer. Reporting live here in Lower Manhattan, I'm Derek Waller, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.